Ravens fans, mandatory minicamp is finally here, and honestly, this may be one of the most important weeks of the entire offseason because while some Ravens players already know their roles, others are fighting for playing time, some are fighting for starting jobs, and some are fighting for roster spots. And once minicamp begins, the competition gets very real. This is where coaches begin making serious evaluations. This is where depth charts start taking shape. This is where players begin separating themselves from the competition. Every rep matters, every practice matters, every mistake matters, because the closer we get to training camp, the harder it becomes to move up the depth chart. One of the biggest battles is alongside the offensive line, because we know protecting Lamar Jackson will always be one of Baltimore's biggest priorities, and there are still questions about who ultimately wins certain roles. These battles may not always get headlines, but they can impact the entire offense. We had to look at the center and the offensive guard positions, see if guys like Nick Dawkins, the rookie from Penn State, could step up for the center position. Also, even guys like Vega, John Simpson, and Emory Jones Jr., see if they could step up at the guard positions to help form that wall around Lamar Jackson. But another battle that Ravens fans should watch closely is pass rush rotation, but we already know Trey Hendrickson will have a major role, but behind him, competition is heating up. Mike Green, Tavius Robinson, Adisa Isaac, and another sleeper will be Kamen Rucker. Everyone is fighting for opportunities, and honestly, this could become one of the most interesting competitions on the roster. But another position group worth watching is the cornerbacks, because we know Baltimore suddenly has depth. Nate Wiggins, Marlon Humphrey, Chidobe Awuzie, TJ Tampa, Chandler Rivers, Kenyon Martin, and several young players trying to prove they belong. The nickel battle alone could become fascinating. And while the top of the wide receiver room feels fairly secure, depth battles are still happening. Young players are fighting for opportunities like Elijah Surratt, Dayton Wade, Devontae Walker, Cornelius Johnson, Xavier Guillory. These guys have to keep in mind that every rep matters when you're trying to earn a role on an NFL offense. But honestly, the biggest pressure belongs to the players in the middle of the depth chart, not the established starters, not the guaranteed roster locks. It's the players trying to prove they deserve a bigger role. Those are the players who can change their future this week. And if I had to pick one or two battles Ravens fans should watch closely, it might be the pass rush and offensive line. We need help in the trenches, because if Baltimore discovers another reliable edge rusher behind Trey Hendrickson and get a great wall around Lamar Jackson, this offense and defense become even more dangerous. So at the end of the day, mandatory minicamp is about competition, it's about proving yourself, it's about earning trust, and it's about taking advantage of opportunities. And over the next few days, some Ravens players are going to help themselves in a big way. But I want to hear from you, Ravens fans. Which position battle are you watching most? Pass rush, cornerback, offensive line, wide receiver? Drop your thoughts below. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate all y'all for watching the videos on GridIron Flock TV. I'm gonna continue to bring you all Ravens news, any updated news that come out of the Ravens organization. I got y'all guys, and you already know, we out.